All right, we're going to call the meeting to order. This is the City of Merrill Common Council meeting. It is November 12th, 2024. It is 7 p.m. and we are in City Hall Council chambers. I'd ask everybody to stand for the invocation. We're going to do a silent prayer and then Pledge of Allegiance to follow. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Sure. Hold on. Mr. Andrew Kaler.
Here.
Mr. Michael Kaler.
Here.
Mr. Meyer.
Here.
Ms. Verminick.
Here.
Mr. Lass.
Here.
Mr. Rick.
Here.
Mr. Wykes.
Here.
Ms. Rutkowski. Here. Everybody's here.
Thank you. Next, we'll have Common Council meeting expectations.
Sorry. The City of Merrill respects the role of our elected officials. Alderpersons and department heads are committed to working in collaboration to provide our citizens with the best decision-making for our city's future. This meeting is a formal event and professional conduct is the expectation of all in attendance.
Thank you. Next, we have public comment. Any public comment? Third and final call for public comment. Hearing none without objection, I'd like to move the resolutions up to the front of the meeting so that Brian can get on his way here tonight early. If there are any objections to that?
No objection.
Tom?
The first resolution is a resolution approving an amendment to the project plan of Tax Incremental District Number 6, City of Merrill, Wisconsin. Whereas the City of Merrill has determined the use of tax increment financing is required to promote development and redevelopment within the city. Whereas Tax Incremental District Number 6 was created by the city on May 12, 2009. Whereas the city now desires to amend the project plan of the district in accordance with the provisions of Wisconsin Statute 66-1105, the tax increment law. Whereas such amendment will allow excess revenue to be transferred to Tax Incremental Districts Number 8, 9, and 10 as permitted under Wisconsin Statute 66-1105 sub 6 sub F sub 2. Whereas an amended project plan has been prepared that includes a statement listing the kind, number, and location of all proposed public works or improvements within the district or to the extent provided in Wisconsin Statutes 1105-2F1K and 66-1105-2F1N outside of the district, an economic feasibility study, a detailed list of estimated project costs, a description of the methods of financing all estimated project costs and the time when the related costs or monetary obligations are to be incurred, a map showing existing uses and conditions of real property in the district, a map showing proposed improvements and uses in the district, proposed changes of zoning ordinances, master plan, map, building codes, and city ordinances, a list of estimated non-project costs, a statement of the proposed plan for relocation of any persons to be displaced, a statement indicating how the amendment of the district promotes the orderly development of the city, an opinion of the city attorney or an attorney retained by the city advising the project plan is complete and complies with Wisconsin Statutes 66-1105 sub 4 sub F. And whereas prior to its publication, a copy of the notice of public hearing was sent to the chief executive officers of Lincoln County, the Merrill Area School District, and the North Central Technical College District, and any other entities having the power to levy taxes on property located within the district in accordance with procedures specified in the tax increment law. And whereas in accordance with the procedures specified in the tax increment law, the RDA on November 12, 2024 held a public hearing concerning the proposed amendment to the project plan of the district, providing interested parties a reasonable opportunity to express their views thereon. And whereas after said public hearing, the RDA adopted the project plan and recommended to the Common Council that it amend the project plan. Now therefore be it resolved by the Common Council of the City of Merrill that 1. The boundaries of the district named Tax Incremental District Number 6, City of Merrill, remain unchanged. 2. That this amendment is effective as of the date of the adoption of this resolution. 3. The Common Council finds and declares that there are no additional improvements as a result of this amendment. B. The city estimates that less than 35% of the territory within the district will be devoted to retail business at the end of the district district's maximum expenditure period pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 66-1105 sub 5 sub B. C, under the proposed amendment to tax incremental district number 6, a total of $30,000 in excess tax increment will be transferred to tax incremental district number 8. D, under the proposed amendment to tax incremental district number 6, a total of $25,000 in excess tax increments will be transferred to tax incremental district number 9. E, under the proposed amendment to tax incremental district number 6, a total of $50,000 in excess tax increments will be transferred to tax incremental district number 10. F, the district and recipient district lie within the same overlapping taxing jurisdictions. G, the district has sufficient revenue to pay for all current project costs and has sufficient excess revenue to pay for eligible project costs of the recipient district. H, the recipient districts are blighted area districts which qualify as an eligible recipient of excess revenue. For the project plan for tax incremental district number 6, City of Merrill, see Exhibit A as amended, is approved, and the city further finds the project plan is feasible and in conformity with the master plan of the city.
Your Honor,
Yes.
with much hesitation, I make a motion to suspend the rules and give this resolution. We do not have to?
No, resolutions is one.
Okay, I'm
Just
sorry.
one.
It's just the
Let's
one.
have Tom repeat that again. I missed it.
And, I got to talk slower because I got to.
Make a motion to approve this resolution.
I will,
I have a motion and a second to approve the resolution. Any discussion?
Your Honor,
Yes.
just to clarify, are these other resolutions following this the same for the most part, or are they all different in their own ways?
They're pretty much.
There are different revenue numbers, I believe, or different numbers.
Where you referenced the amount by dollar of allocation of sharing for 6, the numbers will be different for each district because they produce different amounts of revenue.
I think we
They
can
are-
handle that as we went through each resolution.
They're otherwise the same.
Okay, so, yeah, just to try to save us a little bit of time here when we go through the other resolutions, if we can just clarify the numbers that
Thank you.
go through the other 3 resolutions.
Thank you.
I'd rather hear him.
You'd rather
For-
just hear Tom talk.
For tax increment district number 6, that resolution, is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next, we would have a resolution approving an amendment to the project plan of tax incremental district number 7, City of Merrill, Wisconsin. I believe that the operative language in this would be in paragraph 3 relative to transfers, indicating that under the Common Council finds and declares that under the proposed amendment to tax incremental district number 7, a total of $350,000 in excess tax increments will be transferred to tax incremental district number 8. Under the proposed amendment to tax incremental district number 7, a total of $50,000 in excess tax increments will be transferred to tax incremental district number 9. And a total of $50,000 in excess tax increments would be transferred to tax incremental district number 10. Otherwise, it's standard language.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the resolution approving the amendment for project plan for tax increment district number 7. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next, we have a resolution approving an amendment to the project plan of tax incremental district number 11, City of Merrill, Wisconsin. Again, the operative language would be that under the proposed amendment to tax incremental district number 11, a total of $1,020,000 in excess tax increments will be transferred to tax incremental district number 8. Under the proposed amendment to tax increment district number 11, a total of $2,229,000 in excess tax increments will be transferred to tax incremental district number 9. Under the proposed amendment, a total of $50,000 in excess tax increments would be transferred to tax incremental district number 10.
Your Honor, I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second to approve the resolution approving the amendment for the project plan of tax increment district number 11. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next, we have a resolution approving an amendment to the project plan of tax incremental district number 12, City of Merrill, Wisconsin. Again, the substantive changes would be that under the proposed amendment to tax incremental district number 12, a total of $10,000 in excess tax increment would be transferred to tax incremental district number 8. A total of $10,000 would be transferred to tax incremental district number 9, and $10,000 would be transferred to tax incremental district number 10.
Your Honor, I'll make a motion to approve the resolution for tax incremental district number 12.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second to approve the amendment for the project plan for tax increment district number 12. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
Yeah, go right to mayor's communication.
Next, we have minutes of the previous meeting.
Consider placing the minutes from the October 8th meeting on file.
So moved.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to place the minutes from the October 8th meeting on file. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have the public hearing for the proposed 2025 budget.
Here's the notice which was published in the Merrill Photo News on October 24th, 2024. Notice is hereby given that on Tuesday, November 12th, 2024 at 7 p.m., a public hearing on the 2025 proposed budget will be held at Merrill City Hall, 1004 East First Street, Merrill, Wisconsin, 54452. The proposed budget in detail is available for inspection at the clerk's office from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. A summary of the proposed 2025 general fund budget was published. This was dated the 21st of October of this year, signed by Ms. Lay, our Finance Director Treasurer, and was published, as I said, October 24th.
I'll entertain a motion to open the public hearing.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second to open the public hearing. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Anybody here or on the phone to speak for or against the proposed budget? Second call for public comment on the public hearing for the proposed budget for 2025. Third and final call for anybody here to speak for or against the proposed budget for 2025.
I'm gonna make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to close the public hearing. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have revenue and expense report.
Discussion and approval of October revenue and expense reports.
I'll make a motion to approve the October revenue and expense reports.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second to approve the revenue and expense report for October. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we move on to the 2025 budget. Does anybody have anything they'd like to talk about during the budget? Or on the budget?
If I could just highlight a few changes that I made since the last cow, I just want to make sure everyone sees those. Those are listed on, let's see, it's page 51 of the packet. So I revised the Historic Society allocation from 8,000 down to 5,000. That was moved during the cow. I updated the debt service fund for the debt payments for the 2024 issues that were just closed. So I had those final schedules, so I updated the debt service. I revised the marketing and communications fund to remove the ZTV component from the contract with Midwest Communications. So that went from $42,208 down to $32,208. And then I updated the tax increment districts for their debt service payments for the 2024 debt schedule. And if you're going through the budget, those cells that I changed are highlighted in purple so that you can see them.
A little late in the game to ask this dumb question, but I forgot to look, was there any money allocated for historic pres for our projects for next year?
Yes. Let me look.
I think it was the same as last year.
$10 is all we need.
Hey, it's $10 he didn't have.
$500.
Ooh, okay, thanks.
Same as last year.
Okay.
I'm happy to go through any detail if anyone has any questions or anything they want to look at. Otherwise, I will say that city's proposed mill rate is $10.05. That hasn't changed. The county did adopt their budget today. Their levy, I did not get the city's apportionment yet, but the levy that they adopted was an increase of 6.8%. So I did update, I assumed a 6.8% on our portion as well. I don't know if that's a good, I think our value is going higher, so it's not going to be an exact 6.8% increase. I'm just going to say, again, this is an estimate, but it changes the combined mill rate from 19.51 to 19.71. So it's not, it was about a 20-cent impact. Again, it's an estimate, it's a placeholder until we have the final numbers, but that's where we're at.
Okay.
But our total went up 2.5
2.1.
2.1%.
or 2.1.
Mhm.
Anything further on the budget?
I'd just like to thank Emily for the overview that she provided that summarizes it very well.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And Emily, if I could just ask that, then on the budget ordinance itself, are the revenue and expenditures still in numbers as is the packet?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll move on to the Board of Public Works.
Okay. Consider bids for city-owned property. The Board of Public Works recommends approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the bids for the city-owned properties.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the bids of the city-owned properties. Any discussion?
I have a question on the 410 North Prospect Street. $100 is a very low amount of money, and I'm questioning if the person that submitted that bid has a reasoning behind his proposal.
I don't believe there was a
We
reason.
didn't have a minimum bid that was required. If you look at what it costs us to shovel and mow and everything else, it's still worth it for us to get rid of it and get it back on the tax roll.
Is he owning an adjoining property? Okay, I feel a little better.
Did we decide not to include that South Center Avenue? Is there going to be like an RFP on that?
That's going to be separate.
Okay.
Put that away.
Okay.
Did we sell Fourth in Cleveland?
Fourth and Cleveland.
It knocked that house down a couple years ago. I thought that was supposed to
That
be in the
was
cycle.
sold
It was.
previous,
Okay.
previously. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have marketing communications.
Discuss and consider amending Chapter 2, Article 4, Section 2-81, Standing Committees, Action on Committee Reports. The Marketing and Communications Committee recommends approval.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second to approve the committee's action. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have personnel and finance.
Discuss and consider combining the social media specialist and the fairgrounds manager positions, renaming the position and taking effect January 1st, 2025. Personnel and Finance Committee recommends approval.
Motion to approve.
Second?
I have a motion and a second to approve. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have placing the committee reports on file.
Consider placing the following monthly reports on file. Committee of the Whole, Merrill Enrichment Center Committee, Housing Authority of Merrill, Marketing and Communications Committee, Police and Fire Commission, Redevelopment Authority, Board of Review, and Library Board.
Make a motion to place those committee reports on file.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to place the committee reports on file. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have ordinances.
And we have a budget ordinance. This is an ordinance by the Common Council adopting the 2025 City of Merrill budget and establishing the tax levy for the year 2024. The Common Council, for first reading, the Common Council of the City of Merrill duly assembled at a regular meeting begun on the 12th day of November 2024 does ordain as follows. Section 1, there is hereby appropriated out of the revenues of the City of Merrill for the year 2025, including monies received from the general property tax levy to the various purposes specified in the budget presented herewith, for the purposes therein stated, the following amounts. Revenues would be in the total amount of $13,749,431. Expenditures would be in the amount of $13,749,432. The ordinance contains budget comparisons for years 2023, 2024, and 2025, and outlines the percentage change. Section 2, there is hereby levied a tax of $5,572,667 upon all taxable property within the City of Merrill in the year 2025 for the uses and purposes set forth in the 2025 budget. Section 3, the clerk is hereby authorized and directed to spread this tax on the current tax roll of the City of Merrill. Section 4, this ordinance shall take effect and be enforced from and after its passage and publication.
Your Honor,
Good.
yeah, I'll make a motion to suspend the rules and give this ordinance its second and third readings by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to suspend the rules and give this ordinance its second and third reading by title only. Any discussion?
I wanted to hear Tom.
You just shut me down the first time around.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
For a second reading, this is an ordinance by the Common Council adopting the 2025 City of Merrill budget and establishing the tax levy for the year 2024. For third reading, this is an ordinance by the Common Council adopting the 2025 City of Merrill budget and establishing the tax levy for 2024.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the ordinance. Any discussion? Hearing none, clerk, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Andrew Kaler,
Aye.
Mr. Michael Kaler,
Aye.
Mr. Meyer,
Aye.
Ms. Vermanek,
Aye.
Mr. Lass,
Aye.
Mr. Rick,
Aye.
Mr. Wykes,
Aye.
Ms. Rakowski.
Aye.
All 8.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Next, we have Mayor's Communications. Yesterday was Veterans Day. Please honor the men and women who gave it all for our country. I was privileged to attend the Cenotaph Park and give a small speech there. I made it fast because of the nice cold weather. I want to thank all the election workers and our city clerk, Lori Anderson-Mullen, for the outstanding job they did last Tuesday during the election. November 28th and 29th, City Hall will be closed. November 30th is Small Business Saturday. Please patronize these businesses. December 6th is a Winter Wonderland at the Agri Pavilion. December 7th is Sensory Santa at the Agri Pavilion, the Christmas Parade, Park Lane Luminary, and the O Tannenbaum Tour is that weekend. December 11th and 12th is a Tour of Lights. Please sign up for that. That is all I have for Mayor's Communications. Next, we have closed session. Tom, you want to read it?
Now you can hear Tom.
The committee may convene in closed session pursuant to Wisconsin State Statutes 1985, sub 1, sub E and G, for deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session, conferring with legal counsel for the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice, concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved, to discuss pending litigation regarding the Walmart tax assessment and related matters.
Make a motion to go into closed session.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to go into closed session. Any discussion? Hearing none, clerk, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Michael Kaler,
Aye.
Mr. Meyer,
Aye.
Ms. Firmanek,
Aye.
Mr. Lass,
Aye.
Mr. Rick,
Aye.
Mr. Wykes,
Aye.
Ms. Wachowski,
Aye.
Mr. Andrew Kaler.
Aye.
8-0.
Thank you. We'll turn off the microphones and, did you make your call?
I'll do it right now.